That being said, this book is called Flawed Dogs by Berkeley Breathed. The disguise was perfect. Absolutely nothing could go wrong. I love that picture. Quality. I like that some of these are in color and some of them aren't. All right, so follow along with me if you would. The dedication page says, all animals dream, but only dogs dream of us. Author's note. The recently released congressional report on the Westminster Dog Show riot is rubbish. The source of that day's injuries and property destruction is not so easily written off to the violent reaction to a panicked poodle peeing in the punch, as President Obama famously said when trying to calm the anxious nation. This country has prided itself in facing its most traumatic events with the courage that comes from the unblinking truth, no matter how shocking. After months of careful, courageous research into the lives of those responsible for this disaster, I am happy to deliver the true story to you now. Berkeley Breathed. Chapter 1. What's the next page, Chris? Chapter 1. Scent. The rough-handed man carried him through crowded rooms empty of heat and kindness. The hands were shaking, but not from the cold. He became aware that the man was whispering to him, "It's our turn, little buddy. It's our turn, little tough guy. I know you can do it. I need you to do it. You're not so big, but you got a big stubborn heart, bigger than all of... And the voice paused. Well, it's bigger than mine. He was small for a dachshund and was being held upright like a fat salami on end. His bony spine lay against the man's chest, his front feet bobbing before him. His broken rib required that he be carried this way. His fourth leg was not a leg at all, but a steel soup ladle taped to his stump. He curled his tongue up to lick his nose, dry and cracked from the cold. He was aware of being carried past more men, all mutts and mongrels, no purebreds, bustling and shoving about him with arms tattooed, grimy and wet. Human being smells enveloped him like a foul blanket. Smoke, sweat, chewing tobacco, alcohol, roasting meat, and money. The human being's money smells of those of other things, among all the stuff they love so. Cars, kids, wood floors, driveways, socks, hairs, teeth, feet, plums. Only their money they don't wash, he thought. They should. And this time, it smelled of something else, something new. He couldn't identify it. The scent so unfamiliar. Long ago in a different life, he could put a nose to the June breeze and tell you that the marigolds in the North Meadow had bloomed and a new paint was on a fence somewhere. And the furry-shoed, fat-fingered lady 3 miles down the road had just pulled the blackberry pie from the oven, sprinkled it with nutmeg, and then farted. But here and now, he didn't know this new scent. He knew he didn't like it. He also didn't care. He was past caring about anything. Got to make sure we get the pictures in there. Aw, poor puppy. The man bore him through the jostling crowd, down some stairs, into more darkness, before entering a large space with a soaring ceiling fan and more men in shadows that he could not see, but he could smell and hear. They shouted and argued and spoke harshly and waved paper in their hands. There it was again. Money. He was lowered over a plywood wall formed in a circle, down farther until he felt dirt below his 3 paws. Dirt. At the bottom of a room, in a building at the edge of the concrete city. How strange to feel dirt. All right, what's happening to the dog?
I think he's getting put into a dog fight.
He's getting put into a dog fight. Very observant, Paxton. What kind of dog is he?
A German or a German?
It looks like
He's a dachshund, a wiener dog.
Yeah.
A long, skinny hot dog, sausage of a dog. He's a little wiener dog. About to go into a dog fight. I had a wiener dog once. His name was Maximus. And wiener dogs are not to be messed with. Like, they have this little dog complexity where they think they're a big dog, but they're like this big. But they can be real aggressive, and that's because they were bred to get badgers out of holes. They're bred to be long and skinny, be able to go down and fight a badger, which is like a real aggressive little Wolverine-looking thing. Some wiener dogs are really nice. They love to snuggle and burrow under covers, but they can also be quite the fighter. So here he is in a dog fighting ring. He would have thought about it more if he hadn't raised his eyes to see 50 pounds of bull terrier opposite of him, 5 body lengths away, both front feet lifted off the ground. A reddening human hand held the collar and much of the huge beast's weight as it strained forward. The muscles of his neck bulging and looking to explode. Pulses of hot mist shot into the frigid air from a gaping pink throat. A slobbering, murderous locomotive building up steam. The eyes were unblinking and wild and fixed forward on a single point opposite of the terrible mouth. Huh. Steve, you want to get your book that's up by my computer over there? You want to kill me? The dachshund said aloud. I do, said the other dog. Isn't there anything you'd rather do instead? The bull terrier stared at him, thinking